One receiver left is Hilton. They snap it at one. Now Ryan. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Surveying the field. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. So the safety, obviously a big play, but now the offense, maybe they feel pressure to score with the defense doing something like that.
And it's good pressure because they put them in a nice spot now, having scored the points on defense, turn the ball back over to them. You're right, there's pressure to score, but they feel good about their chances.
That's good. They like that pressure. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's second down.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
Mariota. He's going to take another shot here. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Evans has it left side. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Mariota now to throw on first down. And a catch right side by Evans. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Caught. Kelsey, left side. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Mariota to throw it. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Mariota to throw for it on fourth. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And now here comes Kansas City. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts.
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. City touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 68 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. First down, Mariota. Dancing to his left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Third and short yardage. Mariota. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They come out here in the eye. They'll sneak it with Mariota. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Well, you just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And
it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Julio Jones, a 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump start.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Again, it's Elliott. And a cutback, right sideline. And all the way down to the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 1 receiver left is Hilton. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, Elliott. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not...
And the 49ers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Third and long. It's Ryan going for the deep ball. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Well, so many times we look at a short run, and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Following the interception here, Mariota being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touch.
Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by William Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. One man in the backfield, Elliott. To throw is Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Brandon Mebane able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. 4th down. Here's Ryan. And this is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take.
Hard to admit that I used to draw portraiture in a human form, doodle of a two-headed unicorn. It was soothing.
Boy, we've just gotten started here, and already these guys have been handed a really... Oh, did they get themselves a player here or what?
No-name nuisance, who's in a bedroom, who's in a brand new cuneiform. Barely commune with the horde, got a whole grayscale ungluing his...
And I think that pick comes to the surprise of nobody. You had to figure they leaned that way if a player from that team became available. Oh, I tell you, you're not going to get too far in this competition without a superstar or two. And this guy right here certainly fits that billing.
York by peeps and a dog in a two-bedroom doing menial jobs, plus rhyming and stealing and...
Still some big holes remaining to be filled. Here's what, oh, and that's a key upgrade right there. He's versatile, athletic, and a big upgrade over what they had.
My skills deteriorate, horn about a thought of what I should have been, continuing a mission that was rooted in a 20-year affinity.
Not too much surprise to see Green Bay players in high demand. Here's a chance for another Packer to come off the board. Yeah, that's the kind of guy who can elevate that entire unit. He's a very talented addition.
Down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings, and now we're colors pouring out of the fringe.
Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be, well, not too tough to see into the thought process of that pick.
Count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. Use the paint.
And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster.
Book like a tattooed pigskin look.
And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. It's the age-old question on draft day. What's the bigger need, offense or defense? What to do here? Build up the interior of your line or get that skilled player to add another weapon? Now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap.
Then a week goes by and it goes untouched. Then 2, then 3, then a month, and the rest of your life to beat yourself up. I left some seasons eager to fall. I left some work to bury alive. I let my means of being dissolved. I let my person curl up and die. Eating up his innards and unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky, it's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your...
Oh, a tough decision on their hands now. And this, yeah, not too much analysis needed here. This is quite a get at this stage of the draft. Boy, the skills just leap out at you with this guy. He will be a very important part of this ball club. Instant impact right there. That's a big leap forward from what they had on the roster to begin with. In these middle rounds, you have to start asking yourself, do you settle for what's available now, or do you try and push your luck?
Caught up in my, put your head on backwards, then skate off after, engage and laugh about what you...
Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches, or someone who can really help you out at the playmaking type spot? Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill? Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into the starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade.
Some matches and sip something and kiss the dragon. I'm really rapping, no finger snapping them.
Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player, or do you go after a position of need? Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. These are tough decisions here. Offense or defense? Which side has the more pressing need? Options here on both sides of the football. It's pretty... Yeah, I don't think you needed a crystal ball to see that pick coming. That's all about loyalty and familiarity right there.
Knock on the side door 3 times and have your money, or get to stepping like Kappa Stomp and I slap.
And now is where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can before it's too late. Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight. Yeah, no surprise here. Anytime you can get your hands on a player of his caliber, I think you pretty well have to pull the trigger.
I'm back to ballin', I'm in the back full of lonely. Pull on the scene enough. We ain't playing